Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Sun Academy. Today in this lecture we are going to learn basic of amalgamation accounts when it has been said that amalgamation is in the nature of merger. Then how we have to consider all the things of the balance sheet of the two companies which are going to be amalgamate. Suppose here there are two companies A Limited and B Limited, and they are being amalgamated and creating new company C Limited. So how treatment will be given to the assets and liabilities of both the companies of A and B, and how purchase consideration will be matched. Suppose A Limited is given some purchase consideration that will be matched or tallied with share capital of A Limited and purchase consideration. Share capital of A Limited will be compared with the purchase consideration given by the C Limited to A Limited. If share capital is more, then purchase consideration, then there is a profit to C Limited. That profit will be added to profit and loss account in new balance sheet. But if share capital which is in the balance sheet of A Limited, old balance sheet of A Limited, share capital is less than purchase consideration, then there is loss to C Limited. Loss to C Limited, which will be written off from the profit and loss account of the A and B Limited and general reserve of A and B Limited. That means loss which has been occurred will be written off from the balance of the general reserve of A and B. If still there is a balance of loss, then it will be written off the profit and loss account of the A and B. Still there is a loss, then it will be written on the asset side of the new balance sheet of C Limited. Same will be seen when share capital B is greater than purchase consideration. If share capital is greater than purchase consideration, then there is a profit. That profit will be added to the profit and loss account, which will be of the A and B, will be written in new balance sheet on liability side. This profit will be added to that balance. But if this is less than, then there is a loss. Similarly, loss of both these losses will be written off from the balance of general reserve of A and B. That means general reserve balance of A and B will be added, and that loss of A and B will be written off. If there is still balance of loss, then balance of profit and loss account of A and B will be taken into the consideration. But still that loss cannot be written off, then balance of the remaining loss will be written on the new balance sheet of C Limited on asset side. Now when new balance sheet of C Limited will be prepared, equity and liability side, whatever purchase consideration is given in the form of share capital will be written. Then after reserve of both the companies, then after current liability of both the companies. Suppose there are creditor in A Limited and B Limited, by adding the balance of both the creditors will be written under trade payables heading. If there is a balance of bills payable in A Limited and B Limited, then that will also be added to the trade payables. Outstanding expense similarly will be treated in that way. When there will be number of assets, all non-current assets of A and B will be added and written under the respective heading. Suppose there is land building in the balance sheet of A Limited and B Limited, then balance of both that land building count will be added and written under the heading of non-current assets in the balance sheet of C Limited. Similarly, if there is a plant and machinery, balance of both that will be added and written in the new balance sheet. In this way, all current assets will also be written by adding all the balances. And also balance of cash and bank. In this way, new balance sheet will be prepared under when amalgamation is in the nature of merger. Student, in next lecture we will learn amalgamation in the nature of purchase, that what treatment is given to the assets and liabilities of old companies and how new balance sheet of new company is being prepared. So if you want to learn, follow continuously.